Myth-making at the expense of the youth has become a national pastime. Everyone will have us believe that those born when Madiba was released are born free, are the born-free generation. These born-free comrades who supposedly have no memory or inkling of apartheid colonialism. I want to debunk this myth, which is ahistorical and actually nonsensical. The concept is ideologically fraudulent. The concept of born-frees, in our view, is littered with inconsistencies. It essentially suggests that the struggle ended in 1994, whereas we know that the struggle continues. Just as the millions who still don't have jobs, as the millions who still live in apartheid and spatial planning, spending the bulk of their mega wages on transport and food, who can't get loans to pilot startups, no matter how good their ideas are, just as the young graduates who still struggle to get into the corporate world, never mind the ladder that they have to climb. And for all of us who battle every day to make a living, for us, the struggle did not end in 1994. For us, it is aluta, continua. We will only be born free, comrades, if the hospitals we are born in have facilities of the same but better quality. If the crèches and preschools we go to have the same but better quality. If the quality of the education that we get have the same but better quality, with libraries, computer labs, and science labs, if courses have their ways, if every school child has an iPad, I hear, yes, then we will be born free. If we all have equal chances of graduating at grade 12 with better quality skills and equal access to further education and training, have equal opportunities for work and employment, and our qualifications are of a better quality. If we're all born into families who can bequeath inheritances of land and pensions and life covers, then we will be all born free. The truth, comrades, is that not all of us are at the same starting line. Those who fail to see how the past inequalities fester into the present and will, unless addressed, explode into the future are willfully blind. Put differently, they do not want to see the reality which we live into. The born-frees will exist if we live under socialism and we fully achieve the transition to socialism. Then we will be regarded for the first time as free. That's when the born-free society will emerge under a socialist future, and that's what we're all struggling for. If it is demanded of us to forgo our parents' memory and the visible scars of apartheid, is it not time we also ask those who demand from us to forget that they forgo their inheritances, which were in most cases ill-gotten gains from a system that sought to deliberately advance them through disadvantaging others. It is also very difficult to find people who go out there and say, we benefited from apartheid, we supported apartheid. That's how difficult it is. It is very difficult to find out people who are beneficiaries of the apartheid system who inherit benefits from ill-gotten gains from their parents, who today want to say to us that they had nothing to do with the apartheid system. We are demanded of to forget that there was apartheid. And I think that it is important, particularly as communists, because one of the greatest advantages that we have as communists is that we are also historical materialists. And we believe that that which happens now is part of a chain reaction of what happened historically, and that it will determine the future. And that if I should forget that my mother was exploited for 20 years in a supermarket earning less than 3,000 rands, and that has put me in a disadvantage compared to a child whose parents and thousands of friends under the apartheid system who had learned to their advantage, who had skills which I could never be exposed to, whose schools were better equipped. If I am supposed to forget the disadvantages which our parents were exposed to, and today I must be told by the DA that I must forget apartheid, that will never happen. That which happened to my parents is a chain reaction of what is happening to me and that which will happen to my children and their children. So it is very important, comrades, that we remind society in general that it may be easy to forgive those who were the champions, who were the architects, but also those who benefited from the apartheid system. But it is not easy to forget, because that which was designed by apartheid still live with us today. We must say, comrades, that our struggle is a struggle for socialism.